Welcome to Average Joe's Fantasy Sports Podcast. Today we're bringing you our Freestyle Friday segment, and I'm going to introduce my co-hosts, the ones you should probably know by now. To my left,
we got Corey, and to my left, we got Scott.
And you know I'm Jared. So today we're going to bring you just some news that we've heard, some things that are going on in the league, a little bit of buzz. So let's get it cracking. Let's get into this information here.
Yeah. We got a little bit of Le'Veon Bell news. We got a little bit of Patriots news.
Okay.
We got a little bit of randomness for y'all as well. Bitter, batter, pitter, patter.
Good one.
Bringing it out. So today there was a report of Le'Veon Bell's contract. They said that his agent and the team agreed to a 5-year deal. Before it was signed, Le'Veon Bell said no to that. The owner came out, or the GM, I should say, came out and said that they were 100% certain the deal was done. So I guess it is not done.
Oh.
That's pretty crazy. I
wonder how that's going to be for the team chemistry. That's where my thought is at.
Team chemistry, yeah, but he's still
I know we talked about in our last podcast how, he's been there for so long. The coaches should understand that he doesn't want to get paid, but at the same time, you need to get on the field, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't
get the feel for
it. When you
yeah.
walk out of the contract, when you had something said and something that you had going on, it's a little bit different than still fighting for that contract. You had one put in front of you.
Oh, yeah.
Now So that's a little different now.
That was agreed to on what he said his terms were.
Exactly.
And his agents don't just dilly-dally and agree to a contract without the knowledge of the player being like, hey, this is what I want specifically. They're not gonna take lower than what you want. They're gonna take exactly what you want or higher. So there has yet to be news on what the rest of the contract was, the numbers, all that. But the news is that Le'Veon Bell did deny the contract offer, even though his agent agreed to it. At the end of the day, it is the player's choice. And he didn't agree to it verbally or anything. He didn't sign anything.
Yeah, but I think it's a little bit disrespectful to your teammates, though.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you should be out there practicing just like what they're doing.
It's a family.
They're out there practicing, trying to get the job, and you're sitting over here whining and crying about getting a better paycheck. When, like, I have the same feeling about Donald Penn right now with the Raiders. He's still in a contract dispute. Sure, he's great. He's a great player.
One of the best linemen.
Right.
O-linemen
I'm not gonna deny that. But bro, you should be out there practicing with the team.
Oh yeah.
Marshawn Lynch hadn't played in a while, and he came back. You don't see him
He
this
was
week.
practicing with his team all day.
Right.
All day.
All
day. Shout out to Ruxin from the league.
Right. Forever unclean.
Oh man.
Yeah. So we got some word also on the update on Joe Flacco.
Oh, okay.
He's supposed to make it by week 1. No promises, but that's when they presume that he should be all right, recovering and ready to play, which does bode well better for the receivers. We spoke about our last podcast when we got stud duds and sleepers. We talked about Mike Wallace and Jerry Maclin possibly being sleepers. If Joe Flacco plays, although he's not great, he is better than Ryan Mallett.
Oh yeah.
My gosh. Why does he even exist? Ryan Mallett. So on the football field, not in real life. I'm sure he's a great crybaby. I'm sure people really appreciate it.
Oh man.
So keep out for that. For if you're again looking for just a bye-week quarterback, Joe Flacco can be that guy.
Yeah,
so
right.
Just
you can
stay up on that
quick.
news. If you're a person who drafts 2 quarterbacks, or you have a 2-quarterback league, serviceable. So serviceable.
Oh yeah. And with the talent of Jeremy Maclin, who is a really good receiver, and Mike Wallace, who did strive.
And Danny Woodhead's there to catch out of the backfield and bail him out. So if he's about to take a shot or he's something that he has his check down. So that's available to him as
Right.
well.
Right.
So.
And he's still got Benjamin Watson.
Benjamin Watson
He's a
is
pretty
back.
good tight
He's
end.
finally he's healed up. He's playing again. So didn't really show out in the preseason, but
It's
that's
the
all right. They're still warming him back into it too. I mean, he had one catch for like some 7
Yeah.
yards or something like that. Whatever. But he's got to get back into it from his injury last year that he got hurt in preseason and was out the whole year.
Yeah,
So,
that's the danger.
that's
of
fine.
the
He's
preseason.
older. Ease him back in, but look out for Benjamin Watson too. He's get climbing right back atop that depth chart because no one else is good. The Crockett Gilmore went down, so
All right.
Mm-hmm.
moving on from there.
Yep. I don't know, man. It's also, I don't know. I just think the healthier Joe Flacco, that does boost the talent, not the talent, the numbers of the offense, and the spreading of the ball is going to be happening.
Speaking of spreading the ball, let's talk about Blake Bortles for a second.
Oh gosh.
Someone who can't spread butter on toast.
Yeah, he couldn't spread. Oh, you could melt the butter all you want. He
I
ain't,
mean,
he ain't even gonna touch the
Well,
butter.
he would throw away the butter knife.
Dude,
That or he would be able to like drop the bread and then like pick it back up because that's
he's worked on the mechanics though.
But
He,
his story
it's
was
not
he didn't
as-
look
it's
terrible.
better. It's way better this year. He just can't hit anybody with
His accuracy
it was-
is gone. And his nerves are there. You can definitely see they're there.
Even their coach. The coach even said, "Hey, this quarterback competition is wide open. Anyone can take it." And Chad Henne's been looking phenomenal. The other day in that game, he threw a dart to the rookie, 84, who had just returned that punt like 40 yards. But he threw a beautiful dart to him and he dropped it. And then you have Allen Robinson do a little.
Allen Robinson was open a lot of those
Wide-
preseason.
oh, dude.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, and Blake Bortles missed
Couldn't
every
hit him.
time. But then when Chad Henne, he dropped back and threw a dart between two DBs that went in and then went straight through the middle. Robinson's right there, hit him right in the hands of the end zone, and he dropped it. That was two plays in a
They talked
row.
about moving on from Blake Bortles, the QB job being up for grabs, but Chad Henne, I think, grabbed it. Chad Henne has nothing to lose. Blake Bortles has everything to lose.
Everything to lose.
I mean, he's the fourth overall pick in like 2013
Yeah.
or 14, whatever it was.
It was him, Johnny Manziel were picked above Teddy Bridgewater, Derek Carr, and Jimmy Garoppolo. By a lot of picks, by like 15 picks.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. That's 3/4. I know Teddy's hurt and all that, but the talent of him and what he's done was better. But
Yeah.
with Garoppolo, who looks phenomenal in every game he plays with the Patriots, and then you've got Derek Carr, who is a proven Pro Bowler already. So they done messed up there. Ron.
No, they did.
Well, can I bring something up?
Yeah,
Oh,
bring
yeah.
up whatever.
Okay, because
Dude.
I get
Freestyle
information.
are good, but
I get information from my Raiders, and I got our cornerback, Sean Smith,
Oh,
charged
yes.
with a felony assault.
Ooh.
Yeah, it happened back in July apparently, where he allegedly beat and then stomped on the male victim's head.
His sister's boyfriend.
So
Curb stomped him,
yeah, that I mean,
which is honestly not approved of here.
they say if convicted as charged, Smith will face possible maximum sentence of 7 years
Whew!
in state prison.
That's almost attempted murder right
Yeah.
there.
And it's sad because like we got him from KC, and he was shined with them.
Did not so good with y'all. He had some
not this
some
not
picks.
past year, but I mean, when I got that information, I swear to all my Raider fans out there, I was kind of disappointed. Like another Raider getting into trouble.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, we're used to that as Raider fans, but I mean,
yeah, you don't really want it to be a regular occurrence.
Right.
Though, so.
Yeah.
you want to
That's-
kind of change up our face, like change up the face for our team. But I mean, I don't know what happened, why it happened, or whatever. But that's the information I got.
I mean, silver lining. Don't mean to be this person, but the silver lining is if he's not on your team, it makes your backfield better in the secondary, I should say. Just because, I mean, he has the talent, the size, and everything. I feel like he's just too hot-headed. He's not stable, and it showed
Mm-hmm.
with what he did. It's unfortunate, and I feel very bad for the victim.
Mm-hmm.
Especially you are an NFL player. You are meant to be a role model. You're not supposed to be going out there. People don't realize this. They act like, oh, hey, they're human too, but they're also getting paid millions of dollars.
Yeah.
You should not be like, if I were to have done that at my $10 an hour job, I would have gotten fired right away.
Mm-hmm.
And you got NFL players who do things like this and still get to get paid millions of dollars. And it's showing a bad example to the children, the future generations, to the people who love football like us. It's unfortunate that people do this stuff, no matter who they are, and it kind of breaks my heart. But I have faith in the NFL and the players, especially nowadays. They're smarter now. They're standing up for things that are right, and I will keep my 2 cents at that.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
Transition to something
More positive.
Positive, yeah.
So they're talking about Cam Newton possibly returning by week 1.
Yeah.
So,
I like that.
which is awesome. It's going to be great for those receivers, Calvin Benjamin
Benjamin especially,
Greg
baby.
Olsen. Well,
Greg Olsen,
even
definitely.
Christian McCaffrey. So
Oh, yeah. Oh,
we got, now that he has a nice person to check down too, take the pressure off him. That'll be excellent. They also talked about, reading an article on NFL.com, talking about how they could possibly return to playoff form and possibly make a run for. Now, I don't know if they'll go this far, but back to the Super Bowl. Because
no.
of the defense.
I mean, the defense.
Because they have one of the top 3 rated front sevens.
Oh, yeah. And they just
Shaq
signed
Thompson,
one of the best
Luke
corners.
Kuechly, Tom Davis going back. Yep.
Thomas
So,
Davis.
not to mention they still have Kyle Love and Bradbury and all those guys. So, Bradbury the corner.
Right.
And
they
Captain
signed
Munnerlin's
Captain
there.
Munnerlin
Yep.
from the Vikings, one of the best nickel corners in the NFL.
So,
Nickel specifically.
if the defense played like they did 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
when they went to the Super Bowl run, and Cam Newton can get back to even, 75% to 80% of that form that he had,
Right.
I think they can be all right. Now, I don't know what the depth of their offensive weapons aside from their starting 2 receivers, Greg Olsen, and then the unproven rookie, Christian McCaffrey. But I think it'll get them. I mean, look at who we had at the time. It was Kelvin Benjamin, then Ted Ginn. I think that they can make things happen with the people they have now. Absolutely.
Right.
So we'll just have to see and watch and the AFC South isn't the most challenging. I mean, obviously NFC South isn't the most challenging.
You're
Sure that.
wait for him to.
No, I messed up plenty of things before.
No, it's fine. NFC South, excuse me, isn't the most challenging with the Falcons. Obviously they're a good offensive team. Defense is getting better, but they still can, compete against them. The Saints. Well, their defense is trash.
Oh,
so
terrible. And
they
just
have a
lost.
chance against the Saints.
Oh man, they definitely have a chance against
Yeah.
them, especially with one of their starting corners being out for 6 weeks. I think I do believe in the Panthers, just because I think Cam Newton is a freaking stud, and then you got Calvin Benjamin who's healthy now, and then Christian McCaffrey, like you said, even though he's unproven, man.
Unproven, but
that kid has talent.
everybody's. I mean, just being hyped up alone will boost your confidence in play. When he has the physical traits to be a good person, a good athlete, and a good player out there, but it's the mental things that ruin people's careers more often than not. So, with him getting the vote of confidence from all the people, from the offense and defense, coaching staff, whomever, I think he'll be a great player. And he's understanding the offense. He spent extra time in the film room to understand the offense, to actually be able to make an impact year 1. So, I think that door is open for him, and the door is open for the Panthers to make a push and redeem themselves from playoff caliber superstars to duds, hopefully getting back to somewhere in that area, because that's quite the drop off for after a Super Bowl appearance.
Right. And do you obviously think they might win that division this year?
It'll be a battle between them and the Falcons, because I don't see Tampa Bay clearing. I mean, Tampa Bay played well, but they're not there yet.
You don't think
they got
so?
talent, dude. I am high on Tampa Bay, man. But that being said, yeah.
Here's the thing: the defense. If their defense is as good as they talk for Carolina, then no, they won't.
Yeah.
So you have to know. You won't
Too
know by
much
week
star.
1. You won't even know by week 2. But
Let's
3
see
and 4, when you start seeing it, then you'll be able to tell, all right, these
Right.
guys are not playing up. They are 0 and 4.
Fine.
Now Tampa Bay can swoop in and have a chance to take second place in the division. So.
Right. So you think by at least week 4, you'd be able to kind of like
You
figure
can
out
gauge.
teams.
You'd be able to gauge because
Yeah.
now you've ran your defense against, or you ran your schemes, against other teams and things like that, and you ran your offense against other teams. Now you'll be able to gauge where you're at competitively.
Right.
So.
Right. Coming out 2 and 2, 3 and
Right.
1, 4
Yep.
and 1, 0 and 4. I mean,
Now I'm not saying you can't turn around. I mean,
Yeah.
again,
Packers
like,
did it.
Packers have done it. Kansas
Packers,
City's done it.
Yep.
Yeah,
They
oh
did
my
that in
God.
2015.
Yeah, 20.
Only
And-
5 to
yeah.
11 and 5.
Yeah.
So
and last year they were, I think, 2 and 2 in the first 4 games, and then
They didn't
They just
start
went
off
like
too
a-
well.
they went off like on a 5-game win streak or something. So,
so it's possible, but
anything can happen.
that's another thing that you'll judge is how do they bounce back if
Right.
they do start rocky. How do
Right.
they come back?
Right. Exactly.
So
Exactly. So.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I think it all depends for Tampa Bay on Jameis.
it does.
Just Jameis.
It
Like,
does.
if he goes off, then beware. Because Atlanta lost their starting. They lost their offensive coordinator and Shanahan, and every time a team that has lost him,
They
they
fall
have
off.
fallen off
Yep.
offensively. I mean, their
That's
defense
crazy.
isn't the best,
Yeah.
but it's not the worst.
Beasley's good though.
Yeah, Beasley's a
Beasley's a good.
monster.
Hopefully he becomes a good leader for the defense.
That's what they need
Right.
Yeah.
on the Falcons, if y'all don't
Like
know.
Beasley.
But Vic Beasley, oh gosh, that guy he's a monster.
He is.
He is a phenom.
Is Dwight Freeney still playing?
Oh,
I
he's
don't
not
know
playing
if
with them anymore, no.
Dang, or did he retire? I'm gonna look that up.
I think he went back to
That guy-
Indy and
Who's the
went away.
corner that stepped up for them? I'm trying to remember his name last year.
Trufant, I think.
No, it was a young guy.
I think I know who. I know
He
who
had
you're
that
talking
crazy
about.
pick 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can't think of his name, but if he plays well, that's gonna be awesome. He's gonna be, big contract opportunity for him. So.
It's gonna bother me, y'all. It's gonna bother me not
I just,
having that name.
I just remember the pick 6. I believe it was against Kansas City. He picked it off and just took it back to the house.
Oof.
Yeah. But, if they can play like that, they can put some pressure in with their, front seven. I mean, they could definitely take that division because their offense is on point.
Easily.
Offense
yeah.
is high powered.
Oh, high
So-
power. Yeah, 2 running backs on
Two
that
running
team
backs.
that are starters.
Made use of Taylor Gabriel where other teams couldn't.
Yep.
So,
Browns.
yep.
They got Julio Jones, bro.
Yeah, only Julio Jones.
And Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan's just a baller too.
Man, Julio Jones' catch in the Super Bowl.
Was
Dude,
ridiculous.
he's
Like, are you
freaking
He's a
kidding me?
ridiculous.
player.
He is
Absolutely
my
phenomenal.
favorite receiver to watch. Cause
He is fun.
I mean, not favorite to watch, but I think he has the most.
He's
talent.
one of the most electric. Not to mention he has great after the catch ability
Yep.
for a man his size.
He's a big
Right.
man, 6'5", I think he is, and
Mhm.
he's got wheels.
4'6", yep.
The
Man,
monster.
makes me miss Calvin Johnson. I wish he was on the Vikings though.
Kenny Galladay, go for him.
Galladay.
He showed out in his preseason
He
debut.
did, and he got put up to the ones.
Yep.
That shows how a rookie can be good.
Marvin
man.
Jones might be moving out of there.
Now they said that Golden Tate's going to the 3rd spot.
You think so?
Yep, I read that 2 days ago actually. I was surprised, dude. I thought Golden Tate would be stuck up top, but they said Marvin Jones has been looking good. I mean, you can look
Marvin
great
Jones
in
also
practice.
trained in the offseason, so
Yeah.
with
Work
superstars.
on the game.
Hey man, hey, you never know when your year could be it.
You know, and I don't know how they work in the off seasons as like they do for basketball. But like basketball, they just constant shots.
And
Good time for shot club.
It's like
Constantly
I would
working
imagine.
on
I would
those
imagine
stuff.
they kind of do almost like the same thing, but in football kind of way.
Yeah.
But it's insane. Lift weights, do all that kind of stuff all day. It's crazy, dude. Putting in all that work.
Getting jacked, man.
Yeah. Is that got any more news or anything?
Yeah,
like
there
that,
was
or-
the New England Patriots
Oh,
pick in the draft, their first pick, which was in the 3rd round. He tore his ACL
oof.
and
The
sprained,
linebacker? Yeah.
sprained his LCL, and so he's out for the year. So their high draft pick is already out. That's unfortunate, but then again, it's the Patriots, so you can't ever count them out for anything, even if it's.
Yeah.
I mean, you could lose Tom Brady for the year, and they could still go 16-0 with their coaching staff and how they run their team. I mean, it's unfortunate for a young man to start in his career and then to just stop or go on pause for the first year. So he's probably so stoked, like, oh, I'm about to be playing for the Patriots, man. It's about to be real. Goes out there in practice, boom, knee blown out.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. I wish that it wasn't like that, but that's life. That's such is life, man. You can't.
Yeah. It does suck because, I mean, these players get there to where they're at in the pros, and they're finally getting into the pros, and all of a sudden cut short a little bit.
It does.
But it is life, and it is sports. So
It is. So away from football news, let's talk some average Joe's news. Talk some social media. Let's bring that up.
Yes.
We have our social media man over here, Corey.
Yes, sir.
Creating all the accounts for us.
So we got our Instagram.
With the tags.
We got everything. Give me 1 second, y'all, to make sure I give you the most accurate of all info.
Exactly. Give us one.
Alrighty, I'm
So
back.
bringing y'all our social media handles here. Thanks for being patient. There's gonna probably be a little editing going on Freestyle Friday, so deal with it.
Yeah, just deal with it.
Yeah. But here's our social media handles.
Alright, you can find us at Twitter at Average Joe's 2017. That is AVERAGEJOES 2017. You can also find us on the gram at Average Joe's 2018. I apologize for saying the gram. It's my lingo. But yeah, you can find us there. You can also find us on our Average Joe's Facebook page. We'll drop a link down at the bottom. Give us a follow, give us a shout out, give us some love. You can find our videos there.
Snapchat will be coming later, right?
Snapchat will be coming later.
Okay.
We will have a Snapchat. Hopefully get some cool filters added into that. You know how you can kind of make some filters. We'll try and get something cool with that.
I'm okay with that.
I'd just like to thank y'all for the patience, the love, and the kindness that you have bestowed upon us. Is there anything y'all would like to say before we end this beautiful Freestyle Friday?
I think we always say that we appreciate the follow, we appreciate the follows, the likes, reviews, everything that you guys give us, and subscribes. We appreciate all that. So
Absolutely.
thank you guys.
Not only do we
Thank you,
appreciate
listen.
that, we appreciate you.
Most of all, we appreciate y'all.
Hey,
You.
we love you.
You.
Love is what heals the world.
Thank you for joining us on Average Joe's Fantasy Sport Podcast. We out.